Bless the Mic, episode 19.
Bang, bang, bang.
It's a big deal, man. Listen. A lot of people come through here, you know what I'm saying, unprepared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I rap kinda.
He said he was ready.
But Cap is ready. Man, round of applause for King Cap, man.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all go grab Taco Tuesdays right now. It's fire.
It's a good time.
Great time.
And the deluxe. I didn't even see the deluxe until earlier. I was like,
slide on there.
Niggas putting deluxes out. You know what? You don't see a lot of that from like independent artists just yet. They not catching that wave, but you said, okay.
I'm there. And the visuals is fire too. Round of applause for the visuals, man. It's one thing, you know what I'm saying? You got artists in the city, but you know, we live in the content creator world, you know what I mean? And King Cap's content is fire every single time. They come correct. So you're gonna go to this page, you're gonna be engaged. With that being said, where can everybody find you, Cap?
Everybody can find me on Instagram, OTWKAP.
Indeed.
That's it, brother.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Catch me on the ground, my nigga.
For sure. Follow him.
Yeah.
Make it happen. All right, man. We always start off every single episode, Bless the Mic. We want to know your top 5 rappers. In your opinion, your top 5.
Your top 5.
All time?
Yep.
All time. I'm going to go influential. You got Cam, no order. You got Cameron. You got Wayne. You got Hove.
Okay.
You got Ye. What's that, 4?
Yep.
I'll toss in 50.
It's a fire
It's
list.
a nice
It's a great
rounded
list,
list,
man.
All legendary rappers there.
I get some of the
Legends.
Cam too, man, because I was listening to the tape and I'm like, this nigga's kind of funny. There's chuckles in the album, which I can appreciate.
Indeed. For sure. I love a good COVID line these days.
Yeah, he say, I'm on your ass, cat dog. I laughed. I laughed at that.
Indeed. All right, man. Shit, let's get into it, man. Hey, round of applause for Cap being in the studio, man, again.
I appreciate you having me. For sure.
It's family. You know, he from the community where the pregame podcast is housed. We'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't drop a pen.
So we good money right now. It's just family here. Man, can you just tell us, man, you know, how did you kind of start your journey into rapping?
Well, I've been rapping my whole life. In the neighborhood, you either have to hoop or you have to rap. And I was lucky enough to do both. You know what I mean? I grew up with Mark Battles. He started off early. He introduced me to a lot of people.
Shout out to Mark Battles, 09.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Mark Battles. He took me on tour with him, and shit's been up since.
That's crazy.
That's tight.
Yeah.
How many years you in the game right now, Cap?
With the project out, probably on like 5, 6, but as far as touring and being in music, probably since I was 19. I'm 29 now.
Gotcha.
That's 10 years.
So he was when Mark Battles was overseas and stuff. He was with him.
Canada. I didn't go overseas with him.
Okay, that's cool.
Shit, nigga, Canada count. They check that passport.
Yeah, that's out of time. That's
Yeah, they
that's
gonna give you a
international
stamp.
travel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you American.
That's tight.
What would you say you've learned the most, you know, from that particular experience to now?
Oh man, shit. I learned the most. I would say, in any room you in, you know, don't lower yourself to anybody's standard. Just be yourself, no matter who's in the room. I'll say that. Just stay you. Be authentic.
That's real.
That's interesting. So you being 29 kind of makes some things make more sense because like we were talking about the tape, it's like it's really refined. So like nothing seems like unintentional. Like I got the merch on. Like this is a finished product you're putting out versus somebody who might be a little younger who's figuring it out still. So that all lines up now. It makes more sense. Yeah,
indeed, man. Why'd you want to go with the name Taco Tuesdays for this latest project?
Well, when I first started doing the project, we'll go get tacos on Tuesdays. I'll write the stuff down. We'll go over the beats, over the samples. Also, it's coming out on 420. My grandma died on 420, so that's the significance of me putting the project out. But you know, just to make everything tie into it, you know.
Yeah. No, that's real. Shout out to Taco Tuesdays,
What's
man.
the best tacos you get in the city?
Indeed.
Whew, that's tough.
I had to ask.
A taco truck on, I want to say, what's that, 79th? I want to say it's fire. It's by that liquor store.
The red one.
It's like it's almost orange reddish type.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Birria tacos, whatever they call. I don't know how to say it, but the ones you dip in and stuff.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'm a super taco nigga myself. They over on 79th and like Michigan.
Super tacos fell off.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
La Mexicana this way. 79th as well. Shout out to 79th.
Crazy.
No chance to rapper involved. Just a great street for
Shout out to
tacos.
79th, man.
Hey, it's a solid.
You can't go
That's one of
wrong.
the better gas stations in the city too. That marathon,
That marathon
on
right
79.
there, that should be booming. I'm
Yeah.
good.
It does.
I'll try to get in there early. Get my rap snacks around 5. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I would
No late night
I wouldn't be
runs.
worried about that one. 71st, the one you gotta watch your back. I feel like personally, I don't know.
Like, maybe
Nah, my
I don't
bad.
know none of that shit. I don't even be over there.
I'm covered. But when I first hear the tape, I feel like the influence I hear, and correct me if I'm wrong, it gives me a little West Coast,
Absolutely.
but in a great way. Where does that come from for you?
Man, growing up, always listen to Snoop, The Game, NWA, all the culture behind it. Just, weed. That's when I first was kind of picking up How High, things like that. And I feel like Friday, and it was kind of like heavy in the West Coast. When I first started touring too, who was heavy on the west side of America, the western side of America. And I picked up a lot of their culture, even with the fashion, how I dress and everything. It was kind of like a culture shock for me almost going out there. So, but I feel like that,
You definitely fresh, man.
Where's your,
I appreciate that.
so
man.
what's your favorite city
Fresh.
out west right now?
One more time.
What's your favorite city out west to go visit?
Favorite city? In California, I'll say Valencia.
I've never been there.
California.
Never
That's
been
where,
there.
Six Flags is at.
Got you. Can we kind of break down? So I'm assuming OTW is the team.
Right.
What does OTW stand for? How did that come about?
Out the way.
I like that shit.
And
Stay out the way.
Out the way in the sense of always stay out the way, out the loop, stay out the drama. You know what I mean? Keep it business. You know what I mean?
That's my old mantra for sure. I'm
That's
like,
as
man,
it should
stay
be.
out the way and raise your kids, my nigga. That was my
Sure.
shit. That's how I live.
No, for sure.
Indeed. I want to get into the production as well.
Okay.
My man's actually in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Taiwan
I want
on
to make
the
sure I
beat.
get it right. Say your name one more time, bro, so people can hear you.
Taiwan on the beat.
Taiwan
on the beat.
Go crazy. How did y'all connect
Talented.
and start
So
to
you're the
collab?
producer? And
Yeah,
you're
it's
the
fire.
So you guys are just talented as a unit.
Yeah, that's what y'all do.
Shout out to your parents.
Yeah, we are.
How did y'all's relationship, come about, man?
Well, I was working with a producer prior. I won't say his name, it's respect, but he kind of, messed up a situation basically. So, I hit my mans up, and I was like, hey, look, bro, I'm starting fresh. I need a producer to work with. Let's build. In Small World, he actually, my neighbors who live behind, I wouldn't say they're neighbors next side, but live behind me. That's their cousins. Small World. They're like family to me. So yeah, been building ever since. I want to say it's probably we're going on like 8-9 years now.
Wow.
Word,
Yeah, it's
okay.
my brothers. Yep.
Oh, so y'all locked in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is gonna be a thing.
This is going to be
Yeah.
something.
And some people come in here. Yeah, I met them last week. And
it's
nah,
my-
y'all been.
Nah,
it
this
takes
make-
it
and
takes time to build relationships and
absolutely.
cultivate how you want to work together and shit like that. So that's dope as hell.
Yeah, and you hear it too.
Appreciate
and you hear it. And then once you got that brotherhood aspect, the accountability, I feel like accountability is a big deal. But being able to count on
Absolutely.
somebody, know they're going to come through, you going to come through, it makes the world a difference.
Y'all get to be transparent. Taiwan get to say, "Hey, Cap, I wasn't thinking that when I made this beat. I mean, you might want to
Exactly.
do that one more time for me."
You just try it one more time.
Yeah, just a little more energy, bro.
That's real. What do you do to kind of continue to hone your craft, Cap? What does that look like on a day-to-day basis? How do you move and operate so that you're getting better every single day?
I have to write at least 3 songs a day.
Damn.
Stay in tune with the younger artists. Never think you too old for something, basically. So I might not necessarily like a wave or what's going on, but to understand the youth, and I keep that, near and dear to me. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Got you. Now, when it comes to the fashion shit, if you scroll down on King Cap's
That's what caught my eye first. Is the merch.
Instagram, You got the merch going. You know what I mean? You got several pairs of Yeezys that I've seen. You know, you kind of told this guy. Shout out to Kanye West. You know, you kind of told you fell in love with that when you went on tour and kind of saw the Western Coast. Again, why is it important for you to also, from the creative standpoint, make sure that you have merch to go with the movement with Taco Tuesdays and out the way?
Well, I think that comes from just being on tour. I never really went on tour empty-handed, and I noticed that as an artist, you know, to start off with, that's probably the main thing, you know, to get some, you know, pay for your studio time, you know. So I just think about working smarter instead of working harder. So I think that's why I keep the merch going.
That's real, and it's fire too. I'm actually grabbing a hat.
I appreciate that.
Indeed, today.
And so you the brands behind the merch, or is it collective? He said, "It's me."
Sean Rosewood.
I did that.
Sean Rosewood going crazy too. They're twins, by the way. So
Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
Taiwan on the beat and Sean Rosewood.
Indeed. Going nuts. What can we expect coming up from you, man, with this particular project? Is tours? How are we moving forward now that it's out?
A lot of content. Going to push towards YouTube heavy. Shows, of course. Networking. Traveling, of course. I can't say too much. You're going to see the rest.
That's fair.
It's going to be around. We understand that. You're already moving appropriately anyway. What would you say, man, that makes you stand out as an artist, Cat? What makes you different? Why should people tune in?
Oh, I'm me. You know, when you listen to my music, you get authentic. You get, you know, organic. Not forcing it. You can learn something from my music. I know it's kind of hard to do nowadays, you know.
Damn near impossible. Damn near impossible. Niggas say ain't on that no more. So I thought it was interesting. You said you write 3 songs a day, but really if you listen to your music, like the bounce, it almost feels like you kind of like, not freestyling, but it wouldn't seem as like scripted almost. Like, so what's the process for writing and what's your process for recording? Do you come in with the full song done, or is it like, here's my concept and I'm going to kind of take it from here and see where it leads me?
For the last probably 16 months, I've been going there with it already pre-written. Everything's down to the ad-libs.
Wow.
How I want it mixed, the drops, everything.
Whole blueprint. That's cool.
I think it's tight you can do that because a lot of people now are freestyling, and I feel like it weakens the product some because they just kind of put out whatever the fuck they finish with. It's like Kanye West is my favorite nigga in the world, but he'll give you a song unfinished, or you can tell he didn't really think it all the way out. But you're able to still kind of gather some of that sound where it has like that bounce, where it sounds like you might be freestyling to a degree, but it's still way more thought out. So that's intentional, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. Because the bounce is still there. Like, it sounds like as if you kind of come in there and do what you want to do, but you already had this written out, which is tight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
The music definitely feels good.
I appreciate that.
It's feel good music, man. Play that shit. The beats is crazy. It's fire. Make sure y'all go grab Taco Tuesdays.
Absolutely.
I want to speak to your perspective, man. How do you feel about the culture of Nap when it relates to the hip hop community? What's your perspective on that right now, 2022?
One more time.
Just your perspective on hip hop culture here in the city of Indianapolis. You kind of seen Mark Battles, man, is extremely successful. He from here, you know what I mean? So you kind of seen what success looks like.
Absolutely.
What is your perspective on the hip hop scene currently right now?
I love it. I feel like, you know, growing up, I would say it was more street dominant. Now you have people that's different. You got street, whatever genre, you know, you got R&B.
You can find it here.
Right. Also, I like the fact that, you know, we're doing a lot more as far as festivals, podcasting. You know what I mean? So I feel like that ties everything together. And it's a beautiful thing, bro.
That's real. I definitely would agree, man. There's definitely a lot more platforms and avenues for artists to, you know what I'm saying, get their shit off.
To shine.
I feel like this summer is going to be major in the sense of everybody's like, okay, I think we good now. Let's really start to roll these ideas we had out. So we probably going to see a lot more shows. I expect streets to be back. Like, all this stuff should be popping again. So I'm interested in seeing how people going to move now. Because the last 2 years, it's been like, all right, man, I was going to do this, but, the pandemic. Or I had this plan, but, the pandemic. All that's kind of gone now. So now we're gonna see who really doing what they're talking about doing.
Absolutely.
So the shows should be in abundance.
It's gonna be a good summer. I can tell.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fire summer, man.
I feel it.
Post pandemic, endemic, if you will.
Kinda, but you know,
yeah, for
niggas
sure.
about to move.
Another variant might pop up on us.
Niggas are already moving.
Niggas about to move as if it's over. That's how we about to operate as a city. Probably that's what time it is.
Cap, how you feel about? I always ask independent artists, Indianapolis, this question. You know, it's not a new question, but I always want to hear everybody's, perspective on it. Are you at a point where you like, okay, I'm gonna try to stay here in the city and grind it out and see what happens, or y'all as a team, are y'all thinking, maybe we should look elsewhere? You know what I mean, with our product.
I'm always gonna have a house here for sure. I'm always gonna be rooted around here. But as far as networking and what's realistic, I'm gonna have to move around. But I love my city. I'm always gonna be here, and anything I do, I'm definitely coming back here. You know what I mean? I think that's a thing that I see a pattern of where artists is they leave and then they end up kind of shitting on the home type shit. But I plan on, if I do anything outside the city, I'm bringing it here. I feel like in the next 15 years, I mean, man, we a good city, bro. You know, real shit. We're growing. I feel like a lot of sports and sporting events and things is rooted around here. I just think the music scene just ain't pop.
Yeah, but it's getting there though.
It's getting there. Yeah.
What advice do you have for for someone who's a little bit young in the game at this point? You kind of a veteran, man. What advice you have for anybody that's starting this journey right now?
Man, stay true to you. Don't follow the waves. Don't follow the waves. Be true to yourself, man. Invest in yourself. Don't wait on nobody to come pick you up. You know what I mean? That's what I would say to the youth, for sure.
Indeed, man. Invest in yourself.
No, you can't last a decade riding waves. That's just you gonna fall off.
No.
It's impossible. Have your ass on TikTok trying to do dances, looking like a goofball.
Got you.
Old as hell doing TikTok dances.
Back hurting.
Man. So when I look at Taco Tuesdays, so you did the artwork. Artwork is crazy, fire.
Rosewood,
for sure. When people listen to Taco Tuesday, what's the one thing you want them to get out of it? When they spin in there, I want people to think like, okay,
man, look into real estate, look into crypto, look into NFTs. Educate yourself. See where the economy's going in the next 10 years. Have a good time. Have fun.
That's real.
Don't take life too serious, but be serious.
But pay attention. Yeah.
Got you. Is that the next step for you though? Or is so
absolutely
real estate and okay.
Yep.
Indeed. Invest.
Yes, sir.
I'm still trying to get my first NFT. I got one.
I got two.
That's what's up.
I got two also. We out here with it.
Set your game up,
That's
my
what's
nigga.
up. I'm trying to get the Lupe Fiasco joint. That's the one I want. But I gotta
I ain't see
save
the
up
Lupe.
for it. Yeah, they got one. It's cool. Man, round of applause for King Cat, man.
Yes, sir.
Cat, man, out the way. Shout out to the team for being here, man. Grab Taco Tuesdays. It is fire. We just playing it. It's heat. And he from that, which is so crazy. So crazy.
Sure.
Before we get out of here, though, I appreciate you being pro city, man. We need more energy like that. How has Nap inspired you as an artist? What would you say?
Man, I would be nothing without my city. Maybe the man who I am today. No complaints over here.
I love this place.
Indeed.
As you should.
Listen,
Niggas don't like
You
Nap,
should
it's
you should
weird.
love where you from.
Indeed. Love yours.
It's weird when you don't.
Jermaine taught y'all that.
Because in the way you damn near saying you don't fuck with yourself if you don't fuck with where you
It's
from.
weird. Niggas
Indeed.
be weirdos out here, man. I don't fuck with that shit, man.
I don't either. Let's get into it, man. Shout out to Cat, man. Next.
Time for the freestyle.
Yeah, it's that time. Here we go.